What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Dodgers Dog podcast. I'm Andrew Ariano, and I am also the creator of Dodgers Media. And yeah, so welcome to episode 3 of the podcast. And today we're gonna go over the past two games that happened this weekend, and then we're also gonna go over a Will Smith injury update, and then the Dodgers struggles, and we will also talk about today's game against the Rockies. And lastly, to end it, as always, we will try to take some fan questions. So yeah, so why don't we jump into the recaps for today? So obviously, Dodgers lost the last two games against the Brewers, dropping them in the standings, dropping them to the standings officially 3 games out of first place in the National League. So yeah, let's get into it. Obviously, Dodgers lost. So obviously, Dodgers lost Saturday's game against Jacob Robeski. He was throwing heat. He was unbelievable that game. But Dodgers lost that one 4-1. And obviously yesterday they lost 6-2. And honestly, we could have won that game, but just the offense wasn't clicking. And yeah. So yeah, obviously let's get to August 15th, Saturday's game. So yeah, Dodgers only managed to get one run against Jacob Robeski, who went 6 innings. I think he had 6 Ks. And he overall just dominated us. We had a chance, I think, in the fourth inning or fifth inning. Correct me in the comments below, but we did have a chance. But obviously, he struck out Otani and Freddie to end that inning, and from there, we really had no shot to do so. From there, and then and yeah, just we got shut out that game, and then that put us obviously at 74-50, and dropped us to 2 games. And then Sunday's game lost 6-2. Obviously, Justin Robeski was on the mound for us. Oh no, sorry. Screwball was on the mound yesterday. He did pretty good. Went 6 innings, only allowed 2 runs, one earned. And yeah, I know he got the loss for game overall. He did well, and there was no reason why we should have pulled it out. Max Muncy had a home run. Andy Pages had a home run. But obviously, Milwaukee starter Logan, where is it? Logan Henderson went 7 innings, just allowed 1 run over 3 hits with 6 strikeouts. So obviously he outdid Screwball. And also Tommy Edman committed 2 errors. And Jake Bowers actually he had 4 hits, 2 RBIs from Milwaukee. Jackson Churio added 3 hits of his own too. So overall, I know Milwaukee, they had 10 hits, and it was pretty consistent over the whole entire weekend. They had 10 hits in, I think, at least 3 of the games, or I know half the games they had 10 hits. So overall, Milwaukee just hit better, especially with 2 outs. They did much better than us with 2 outs, and we really struggled with runners in scoring position. As you can see, the scores, scoring 1 or 2 runs a game. So yeah, just it was not a good weekend for our Dodgers. They struggled. Pitching actually didn't do too bad, besides Robeski, where he gave up the two-run home runs. But overall, is what it is. It happened. Now we're down 3 games, so just need a bit of help. Need to get back on track with this Rocky series. And yeah. So, anyways, let's jump into, now that we talked about the game recaps. Let's jump into a Will Smith injury update. So yeah, obviously it was reported this past weekend that Will Smith did take batting practice inside the cage, and obviously he got hurt on. He was placed on the IL June 11th with an inflamed disc in his neck, so he's been out for over 2 months now, and obviously he was placed on the 60-day injury list. So yeah, he was. So we're planning on and hoping he will eventually come back in September, but that's always a good sign when when he's hitting inside the cage. So, and he will be sitting out and he will not be on the trip to Colorado this week, as he will be here in LA. Or yeah, he will be in LA to continue his rehab and just all his treatments to get better, and hopefully come back by the hopefully by like September 1st, or within that first week of September. As you can see, the catching position is very weak right now. Fiducia and Ben Robert, they've been doing pretty well, but we definitely miss Will Smith's offense. And obviously, with rushing out for another, who knows how long more he'll be out. He will not be returning for at least until mid September, maybe October. So yeah, that's the Will Smith injury update. He is not in Colorado. He had batting practice this past weekend in the cage, and we're hoping to get him back by September, early September. That's the hope. Yeah, enough about Will Smith's update. Why don't we talk about the Dodgers' struggles right now? So yes, Dodgers have struggled. Obviously, they went 4-3 this past week. Obviously, they swept the Kansas City Royals, but then they dropped 3-4 against the Brewers. And before then, they did not. They had a pretty rough streak where they went 8-9 against opponents. Obviously, they played Boston, got swept. Went to Chicago, got swept, and lost 2 of 3 against the D-backs on that road trip. So pretty much, we've only won 4 games in the past 15 games. So that's not good. That's a 4-11 record. And obviously, before then, we were in first place, and now we're not. So yeah, but luckily we still have around an 8 game lead in the division. But hopefully with this series we can get back on track. And plus we play the Atlanta Braves next week during the week. So hopefully we can at least win the series, if not sweep them, to at least build some distance between them, so we can still end up getting that bye heading into the postseason. So obviously, yeah, Dodgers have struggled the past week. So let's see my notes here. So yeah, obviously I think the biggest struggle during this cold span is the offense. The offense has not done well. As we know, this past week they scored 2 runs, 1 run, then and then from there, actually, offense kind of was to blame. But then it was mostly pitching before then. So yeah, it's just been a rough. It's just been rough, and it's just always one night. It's always the offense doing well, and then the both bullpen and starting pitching does awful, and then other nights it's the bullpen and the starting pitching doing well, only giving up 1 or 2 runs. Then the offense can't come around. Since sometimes starting pitching does well, offense will do enough. Like it would be a 4-2 ball game, 3-1, etc. And they just will not. And then the bullpen would give up the lead, as we saw against the Brewers the other night with Diaz, and it happened a few times in Arizona too, where the bullpen also gave it up. So that's just where kind of wish things, once October gets closer, the we get like everything's just working, where offense scores 3 to 4 runs, starting pitching only gives up 1-2, and bullpen's lights out 0 runs. So that's just where you hope it is. So yeah, that's on all the segments today have about the Dodger struggles. We recapped Will Smith's injury update. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, any fan questions, I will be happy to answer them. So yeah, Let's see if we have any fan questions in the next 5 minutes. There's none, then I will end the stream and I will try my best to get highlights out today as I did just start school again. So yeah. So yeah, or actually I also forgot we can talk about the Rockies game also. Well, people want to ask questions, but today it's on Sportsnet LA on at 5:40. If you guys want to go watch that, Blake Snell is on the mound. He did very well against the Royals last week, and hopefully he can give us a good outing out there. And we're playing in court, so 3 runs should be enough. And obviously Dodgers, the Dolphins shows up, can definitely score 5+ runs. And yeah, the Dodgers lineup I don't think has been announced yet. Oh yeah, it has been announced. Otani's leading off. Freddie's second at first. Andy Paz batting third in center field. Max Muncy batting fourth at third base. Betts batting fifth at short. Tucker in right field. Back in the lineup. Or sorry, he was out Saturday. He also had an error yesterday too. But he's in right field, batting sixth. Tommy Edman. Hopefully he can bounce back, get the bat going again, clean up the fielding errors. But he's in the lineup, batting seventh at second base. Teoscar Hernandez in left field, batting eighth, and Hunter Fiducia catching, batting ninth. So yeah, hopefully this lineup can get going again. And yeah, we just want to see winning baseball again here in Los Angeles. So yeah, hopefully we can get that going. But yeah, if you guys have any fan questions, I will be happy to answer. And if you guys come across the video, please feel free to spread the word, as I would love to talk Dodger baseball with you guys. So yeah, that would be greatly appreciated. And if you guys like the channel, please feel free to subscribe. Alrighty. Yeah, about 1 more minute. Well, that will do it for today's podcast, guys. Please be patient with me as I continue to try to make these streams better, more efficient, more engaging. So yeah, but it will definitely be more engaging if we get more people to show up. So if you guys come across this, please leave a like, please subscribe, and I hope you guys have a great day. And yeah, don't forget to tune into the Dodger game. And yeah, I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow, and I will try my best to get those highlights up. As I said, I did start school today, so yeah. Hope you guys enjoy your rest of the day, and see you later. Bye bye.